Hey guys, what's going on? So I put up a video today at 11, no, I'm sorry, 11 o'clock. So it was a Q&A. You already know I always put my opinion in these Q&As. I did hear around social media, people didn't like one of the answers that Blueface had answered on the Q&A, and I guess people felt like he should have said that he missed Chrisean Rock, but he said he missed the kitty cat. Let's put it like that. People are gonna always pick something. There are a lot of people thought that maybe he could have did better on his Q&A, but remember, he's on a 20-minute call in jail. So there's not but so much that a person can say on a jail call. He sounded to me like Blueface, somebody who is sounding himself, but he also can't be over the top because he's locked up. And I'm quite sure there could be a CO that got picked on growing up. Now they got this authority that if they hear him on, a telephone call and he's just going over the top, they could make him get off the phone call. So I think that the Q&A was really good. I'm looking forward to hearing more of the Q&As. It's good to hear no drama. I think it's shedding light on how things are going to play out when he gets out, who he's probably going to end up being with. I think for now, and I'm just saying for now, when he gets out, it looks like he's probably going to be with Chrisean and he's going to be a family with Chrisean, but hopefully he's going to take care of, and it's not even hopefully, he's going to take care of Jaidyn's two kids that he has with her, the family he has made with Jaidyn, and he's going to co-parent. Now, I hope that when he gets out, this is what he does. That's what I'm really concerned about. Finally caught you live. Hey, love your commentary. I watch it every day. Thank you so much, Vet. Thank you so much, Vet. Miss Vet is the first one in the building. So yeah, so I did put up that Q&A. I do also have another video that I think you'll be very interested in hearing. You know how I like to break everything down, and it's not all of the Q&A that we saw on Instagram. It's the whole not the Q&A, but the phone conversation and then the interview that Chrisean had did when she was getting her lashes done. So I did a commentary to that. I'm still editing that. It's going to take a while. It's about 20 minutes, that edit alone, but I'm definitely going to put it up. Today, we will be going live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Usually when I do these morning lives, they're just to update you on what's going on. Also to make sure that if you're subscribed to the channel, you have that notification bell on. Make sure the bell is on option all so you catch all of my lives. When I go live, you catch all my premiere videos, any kind of videos that I put out. Any important announcements, you'll be able to get those if you have that notification bell on with the option all. Now, I just want to briefly discuss, this is only my opinion. These are not the facts. They're just how I observe things that are going on. But I really think that right now, Chrisean's not going to be that active on Instagram because that for her is like a devil's playground. And the negative energy she was getting over there prior to leaving Instagram, all is from the relationship with Blueface, the arguing back and forth, the stuff that was exposed on Blueface's part and on Chrisean's part that she used to share with the public. I think she wanted a fresh new start. But one thing I do respect about Chrisean is that she's been putting people on Snapchat. Like, come on over here. Everything's a honeymoon period. Any platform you go on, people ain't going to be messing with you over there. You might have fans and supporters that are over there, but they're cool, calm, and collective at first because the platform is not a platform they're used to seeing that person on. Chrisean's been on Snapchat because it's given her peace, and it's also given her the leverage to still be able to be active on social media because she knows in this business, if she would have made the sound decision to stay off of social media altogether, she probably would have ended up falling out of the algorithm and people not being able to find her lives or any of her work that she's trying to share with her fans and her supporters. So she knew she had to act quickly. and she chose to go on Snapchat. And we all know, like I said, she's been putting people on, which is a good thing. Come over here, you can make a lot of money. If anything, you probably can make more money on Snapchat, than you can on Instagram, and it's less BS going on. I did see that post with Tommy thanking her for putting her on game with the Snapchat. It just seems to be a lot laid back. We also can see, I think, the side that we want to see, the mature side of Chrisean Rock, her being on Snapchat. She's less aggressive. She's not doing all that arguing and acting ratchet. She's just being Chrisean, not letting anybody trigger her and, stuff like that. And I think that's a really good thing. Now, there were interview questions that I'm going to go over that you guys will be able to hear when I put the video out. But I'm just going to tell you briefly what the interview was about. So the guy that was interviewing her, I'm not too sure if you guys know who that guy is, that also did the Q&A with Blueface. You can put it in the chat or in the comment section after this video is over with. However, he's somebody, most likely, that's working with Chrisean Rock and Blueface and going to continue to work with them as maybe a PR person and their new endeavors. They're going to be doing a lot of business together as far as music. I'm hearing they're going to be doing stuff for clothes. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. When I'm talking to you, I'm not saying this as to be the facts, because we all heard months before that they also was getting this together for that Crazy in Love 3. And now we don't hear any more talk about it. Now we're hearing that perhaps, hold on one second. Perhaps the Porter show is going to be actually airing. So there's so much confusion, and it's meant to do that. That's how they're doing their promotionals, where you're kind of like left in the dark because they want to shock and surprise you. Almost like just like when people get out of jail, they have a surprise birthday party for somebody, and you just want to surprise them. You don't want them to know what's going on. You just want to get that instant reaction from them when that time comes. So I don't think that Chrisean, she's been doing a good job at just keeping under wraps what her plans are with Blueface, but it seems like she has a lot of stuff that they're going to do in the works. And I think, honestly, and this is just my opinion, I know Chrisean Rock listens over the years to what people say about her and Blueface's relationship and how Blueface used to tag along on her shows and interview appearances. He was just doing that because he had his hands in the bag, getting money like he should be compensated because he was there with her as support. Some of that is true. Some of it could be just allegations that people just throw out there because they don't like Chrisean. But the fact still remains, I think, that is set up now where it's not even about him tagging along or trying to be a jealous boyfriend who cheats himself. But when he's with Chrisean, he has to be around her at all times because he's afraid she's going to do something behind his back. I think that when you see Chrisean and Blueface together, when he gets out sometime in July, because the release date does say July 2nd. And I know Wack 100 did say that he's going to get out in late July or something. So he's going to get out sometime in the month of July. They're probably tallying up how much time he's already done, how much time he still owes. And when they get towards the release date, that's when he'll know exactly how much time he has left, when he's going to exactly get released. He'll get released, and I'm quite sure as soon as he gets released, he's going to end up on social media. That's going to be his first place, is on social media. Now, I want to tell you this. I want to see how things play out with the Soulja Boy situation, because I don't know if y'all seen it or paid attention, but he had brought up how Soulja Boy, and I know Soulja Boy's pissed off, because Soulja Boy is like a troll. He stays on social media. I respect him for staying on social media because he's making his money. If he ain't at concerts, with no hit songs, he's not making no racks, bringing a bag for concert appearances, he should be actively still doing something to keep himself out of trouble. But he had said Soulja Boy was allegedly in PC. And we all know, whether you're a rapper, a gangster, just regular dude, if you've been locked up and you're trying to tell people you've never been in PC, but you've been locked up, and somebody's going around saying that you have been, whether they're false allegations or the truth, that can stop beefs over social media. I think that Blueface is preparing himself for beefs with people, not with Chrisean Rock, but with people that are larger than life, that get attention, that bring in the views, that he can go back and forth with, like with that time when Blueface had got mad at Soulja Boy and said something about his girl. He was with his girl first, and then that was the whole big thing. Then Soulja Boy went back and forth and started talking about Carlissa and Chrisean Rock and all sorts of things. So this is all set up like that. You said, wait, wasn't yep, vet. He said on the Q&A that the guy that was interviewing him was the one that brought it up. But we all know that Blueface was probably happy it was brought up, so it didn't make it look like he was just mentioning Soulja Boy's name like he don't have no life. I mean, I know he's in jail. There's not much of a life you can have when you're locked up. All your freedom's taken away. But yeah, when the question was presented to him, is it true about Soulja Boy being in PC? He confirmed, he did not deny it, that he was actually in PC. Now, I might play that video because I already put it out anyways at 11 o'clock, but I'll put it out towards the end of this live so you can hear what he said. Sometimes we miss things, so that's why I always like to it says, oh, got you. Yeah, so sometimes I like to not only just re-upload stuff that are recorded, I like to do commentary to it, because sometimes you got to listen to it obviously before you even do commentary to it, and you might miss things that you didn't hear, or points that are being made, or subliminals that are being said that you don't catch the first time. So that's why it's, to me, I think the best kind of commentary channel that anybody should want to be is not a person that re-uploads videos and puts them on their channel, but that they listen to what is being said so that they're able to have an intellect conversation with grown folks, and we can articulate ourselves and give our opinions. We don't always have to agree to disagree, but at least we're on the same page of your thoughts, my thoughts, and we can come together and put it together. And sometimes we can't put it together because it's not meant for us to put it together. Hey, Natasha. Hey, sis. Good morning to you, baby girl. Happy Friday to everyone. Happy Friday. Make sure as y'all come in, you hit the like button. I can't state that enough. Also, make sure to share these lives, share these premiere videos, share all my content that you can to as many people as you can get it out to, so we can grow this community and have more people to conversate with and hear their thoughts, because I'm always open to hear what other people have to say. But yeah, I really think that these Q&As are going to be the starting point for Blueface, not Chrisean Rock, but for Blueface to have content to do when he gets out, which is he's going to be doing beefs with other rappers, which I don't think you should do it with Soulja Boy, because Soulja Boy is far exceeded Blueface. Blueface was out in like 2018. He had a couple of hit singles, and now he's just trying to get everything all back to where it started from. And that's okay. We fall, we get up. What's important is what we do on the end. He's not staying stuck. He's trying to get himself together. And that's a good thing, that's what he's trying to do. So he's very, very calculated, but in a smart way, on how to work social media to bring in people's attention. So be prepared when he gets out, Blueface. Now mark this on your calendar. Him and Soulja Boy are going to go back to beefing, back and forth on social media. All this, let's spar so we can have a boxing competition and see who can win and make all this money. And that's good. They're going to keep it on social media and not take it to the streets. That's the only thing I'm not worried about. I just want Chrisean Rock to keep the focus and not piggyback off of what Blueface is doing with these Q&As and questions that are being asked, because some of them questions that are being asked or going to be asked to Blueface, I'm not talking about Chrisean Rock, is going to start a lot of smoke when Blueface gets out of jail. And he's very aware of it, and he wants it that way because it's going to make him relevant again. He doesn't want people to forget who he is. That's one thing that was very important to Blueface when he did the Q&A. That's why I keep saying, please, if you take a side, don't get too emotional, involved, and just carried away with that one side, because these social media influencers, they want people to have their name in their mouth. They want to stay relevant. They want you to keep their name alive, especially when they have no control over keeping themselves alive because they're locked up. Their freedom has been taken. They can't worry about the algorithm because they're not on the street to worry about it. When Blueface was out, he manages to always keep his name relevant, because even if he didn't get on there as much as Chrisean, he either was making posts, he either was going live, or we seen him like out and about in the street. You know, there was recordings of that. Whatever was going on with Blueface, we knew about it. Now he doesn't have control over it because he's locked up. And I think they're both afraid. That's why low key Chrisean is on Snapchat. They both understand the importance of staying consistent and being in that algorithm. If they're not in that algorithm, they can kill their career before it can get started. Hey, Miss Bug, how are you, sweetie? So yeah, just pay attention. Everything I'm telling you is what it was going to happen as far as like what Blueface is doing. And he had the option, didn't have to answer it. He could have said, I don't want to even get into all that. But he answered it. He didn't even stutter. He just answered the question. So trust and believe. It's going to definitely be some smoke over that. Let me pull that up right now because I already put the video out anyways. Let me pull it up now. Actually, I'll pull it up from here. But I'm gonna let you listen to it, and then you guys can, you know, like I said, sometimes we think that we hear everything that's said in conversations, and that's not always the truth. It's not all what we hear. So let's listen. Do the Q&A, and I didn't think it was so bad for the first Q&A for Blueface. I think that he just answered the questions that was of them. I'm gonna let you guys listen to it. But they weren't like in-depth, serious questions. They were actually questions that a normal person would want to know what's going on in the jail. And I think that they were spot on with the kind of questions that you ask a person that's in jail. And, you know, and then the extra, which we all want to know. I don't think he really got into that. But, you know, in the sort of way he likes to answer his questions on Chrisean Rock and family, he answered it the way Blueface would answer a question. But other than that, I don't think that there was anything that was, you know, needed some cleaning up to do, needed some work on. He answered the questions that were presented, I guess, were written down prior to him calling from jail. You're only on a 20-minute call. There's only so much you can say. Now I was kind of shocked that he didn't mention Jaidyn, but like I said, we don't know if this is all planned. Jaidyn is down with the get down program or not. You know, there could be a lot of scenarios with that situation that I'm not going to touch right now.
Anything y'all want to know? Tune in right now. Snapchat. Follow up. Right.
All right, Blue. So are you in PC?
No, I'm not PC. I'm currently in high power.
Okay. What is the difference between PC, HP, and GP?
PC is protected. That's pretty much what you are. I think to tell the jail to protect you from the jail, pretty much. You've already given up your street or gang affiliation and decided to go the square route with things. Nothing wrong with it. That's all. HP stands for high power. High power is basically when you are in general population and you're doing things, well, you can cut with a knife, do something to the police, you do something to one of the inmates. It's pretty much jail inside the jail. So that's one in high power. The general population is basically you just first in the jail, just throw you in the general population amongst everybody. You know, 2-man cell, 4-man cell. Yeah, that's pretty much the different stuff. PCs, they shower on different days. HPs, we shower on different days. We're not allowed to interact with each other, be around each other for conflicts of interest.
So the next question that the fans wanted to know is, were Tory Lanez and Soulja Boy in PC?
Yeah, they were actually. But on Tory Lanez, we had Tory Lanez.
You see, the interviewer asked the question about Soulja Boy, and I think that they should really, the first Q&A at least, they should have kept it between just what's going on with Blueface and not anybody else. He did the Tory Lanez situation. He wasn't like throwing no star on the dude's name, and he didn't say enough, you know, but just bringing up that Soulja Boy was in PC, or was he in PC, and you confirm it, you know. So Nature Boy, I'm calling him Nature Boy. Oh God, I got him on my mind. You're confirming that Soulja Boy is in PC to someone that's interviewing you. You already know that's gonna start smoke soon as you get out. Soulja Boy is gonna get on to the internet. He's gonna clear up his name, or try to clear up his name, and y'all are gonna go back and forth, because that's all y'all do when you're out.
He's always been a recording artist, a professional. You know, he's never really put on any type of street or any type of gang activity. So with all due, he's perfectly, like, you know, so there's nothing wrong with him doing it. But Soulja Boy, on the other hand, you know, he portrays something different. And yeah, he was over there.
So is there any other celebrities in there with you, Blue?
Actually, yeah, there's this producer named Detail. I guess he got something to do with something. I don't know.
This call is being recorded.
Producer named Detail. I think Polo G's brother is here, around here somewhere. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. Tory Lanez had just left right when I came in.
So have you ever gotten in a fight since you've been there?
Of course.
I wouldn't say no fights. I've had a few little altercations, you know, disagreements with
You little ham-ups.
Don't agree with what I agree with. I may not agree with what they agree with.
Fair enough. Why did you set up a fight with Annalie Choppa if you were going to go to jail?
Oh God.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Basically, I called his bluff.
Trolling.
I knew I was going to jail, and he didn't really want to fight. He just wanted to promote his little rap songs or whatnot. So what I did was I created a flyer, posted it, and just as I suspected, I knew he would back out and basically tell everybody that he really didn't want to do that. You know, that was the perfect excuse of me going to jail and the fight not being able to happen. So I just played poker with him, you know, called his bluff, made him fold.
Yeah.
In the worst case, I would have just trained in here. We would have fought after I got out. If he didn't bluff or he didn't fold.
Right.
Yeah. How are the guards treating you in there, Blue?
Oh man, it's a little up and down, man. That's what me, some of them don't, but they keep hitting you with the same excuse, man. I've had my cell searched probably 4 times. They always show up, bunch of guards outside the cell, tell me not to move, get out. And they basically just tear up my cell.
It's called jail.
And I don't know. Same excuse, but that's cool though. I'm clean. I ain't tripping.
What do you miss the most being inside, Blue?
I miss Chrisean Rock, for sure. And my kids as well, you know.
That's
Yeah.
all he misses of her?
Yeah, of course. And have you made any friends while you've been inside? And if so, do you want to shout them out?
Oh yeah, man. I've made a lot of great relationships in here. From, you know, different gangs, different races. I want to start by shouting out my ex from Fire Deuce Hoover. I my chef, man. He cooking it up. Got him on the payroll. You already know how that go. Shout out to Thirsty, 6-0, man. I met him in the hole. My bunkie right now, his name is Break Bread from Brim. Hey, Break Bread to be exact, B3. We've been thugging right here for a minute. One of my SA partners, his name is Stomper from 106 18th Street. Shout out him. He been shot in jail a little bit. Oh yeah, Kills from Hunter. He was on the case from Draco. Shout out to bro. He been helping me jail. For sure. Day one, he sent me a lot of stuff that I didn't know I was gonna need until I needed it. I don't want to forget nobody. Oh yeah, shout out my boy 5-4 from PBL. 754 Dang to be exact. That's my guy right there, man. Who else? Nobody. Okay, Little Suspect, aka Kevin. I'm Trey Bohova. Man, that guy is entertainment. He been jailing with me. Who else?
This call is being recorded.
I don't want to forget nobody.
You only got 20 minutes, man.
Blue from PJ's, man. He be having me cool. He be chilling with me. I don't want to forget none of my close friends that I made real memorable relationships with. So last but not least, I will say, oh yeah, shout out my boy Head Stomp from 6-0. Cool. And Menace from Linux. Last but not least, Menace from Linux, man. All those guys right there, they been right here showing me the ropes, helping me jail. It's my first time. So it's a whole different world right here, man. It's nothing like what I'm used to.
I know it's not.
Guys.
Blue, another question. How's the food inside there?
Oh man, it's terrible. Good thing I got a chef though, man. I get the food, I hand it to him, and he do it up every time. I mean, good, burritos, quesadillas, nachos, pizza. Shout out my chef D-Mac, man. I do super. Free that man. He didn't do it. I'm a little bougie right here, I got me a personal chef, so I don't even eat spurs, man. Everything I eat is grilled and hot. But I had a few spurs. I'm not really into cold food like that, so the spread is not my favorite.
Yeah, he said he has the private chef, and he eats a lot of hot food. He said something about he eats a lot of grilled foods. I don't know. Maybe the guy that cooks for him has the privileges to grill outside is what I'm thinking. So that's what he said. That's the only thing when I hear the word grilling, I'm thinking grilling outside on a grill.
Fair enough. And, Blue, is there anything else you want to say to the fans, while you're still in there and before you get out?
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to all the fans. Appreciate all your support. I know y'all waiting on me, man. I've been hearing great things about how lame the internet is without me. So I appreciate all of that. Just keep my name alive. You already know. Blueface, baby.
That's right. So I just want to let you know that I hope you heard at the end, he said, keep my name alive. And I was just saying in my last live, people need to stop taking it so serious. If you take one side, take the side, but don't take the side of trying to stop or silence people from talking about these people, especially if that's their job. That's what they do for a profession is commentate. You cannot stop a commentator from commentating on your favorite celebrity because they want us to promote. That is how they get their following up. That is how they get the bag up. Without a following, it doesn't equal to a bag. If you have a little following, it equals up to no bag. You have a big following, you get a big bag. It is as simple as that. Sometimes they play reverse psychology with the viewers, making it seem like they're mad that you're talking about them so that you'll talk about them more. You do the opposite of what you think that they want you to do, and it blows them up even more. I sometimes think that these people that are playing sides and maybe taking the side of acting like they're supporters, they really say, stop talking about so-and-so because they don't want to see them really grow deep in their heart. And they know that as long as we as commentators talk about them, if we don't talk about them, let me rephrase that, they won't grow. But as long as we talk about them, they will grow and thrive, and they'll have money, which only makes you live easier. It doesn't make your life better. It doesn't make you happier. But they'll be doing well for themselves. And these people that are low key hating will be not doing well for themselves. So yeah, he definitely made that clear. He wants you to keep his name alive. And so I guess Chrisean Rock, and I have to give her credit for this. She probably put him on game. Like, listen, you might not want to be on Instagram. It might not be a good thing also to be doing jail calls on Instagram because they're a little bit more stricter. I know when I used to do Nature Boy content, they banned him a few times on his channels. He had many pages because they don't allow prison calls on well, people will report mass reporting that he was calling from jail. I don't think that Instagram was catching on that he was calling from jail talking to his supporters. But when they did catch on, Instagram did, from mass reporting of Nature Boy doing it and he was in jail, they shut it down. So because Snapchat is kind of a little bit more low key than IG, she put him on game and told him to go over there. You got to keep yourself relevant. She probably is telling him things that she's hearing out here on the streets that she didn't even know, Chrisean Rock, that we can't just, me be in the house all the time. I'm not making any money. I'm not interacting with my fans. I'm not doing anything because we're going to fall out the algorithm. They have to stay relevant. He has to find creative ways, Blueface and Chrisean Rock, even if he doesn't want her popping bottles at clubs or doing music performances or getting on IG when she's mad at something that they went through, like on a jail call, and repeating it with her followers. She has to do something to let people know that she is still Chrisean Rock and she's about her business. Simple as that. If you fall off social media and disappear, waiting around 6-7 months for your baby daddy or your daddy to get out, you're not going to be relevant when Blueface gets out. You guys are going to be two one-hit wonders. Now, I know that they have stuff in the work that they're going to do together. This is from Chrisean Rock's mouth, not really from Blueface's mouth, because he doesn't really have that much time in a day to get on to calls and explain, certain plans that they both have that they're going to put together and put out here. But they got some plans in the work. And I really think that this year is probably going to be one of the best years for people who follow Chrisean Rock and Blueface that it has ever been. And then if you subscribe to I guess Tronic Network or some other networks that they're going to probably do business with when Blueface gets out, you want to be following that too. Bro, are you even from New York, or do you just talk like that? I'm from Boston, Mass, born and raised. People think I'm from New York because my accent, I guess. I don't know. I have an accent. But no, I'm born and raised Boston, Massachusetts. That's why I sound like that, I guess. I don't know how I sound. I think I sound normal. But, to other people, I might sound like I have an accent. To me, I don't sound like I have an accent. But no, I'm from Boston, Mass. But yeah, so they're doing what they can do with the resources that they have. I don't think for Wack 100 being Blueface's manager, he ain't really been campaigning for Blueface too hard. He's been fighting back and forth with Chrisean Rock. I don't think that that's what Blueface had planned when he went to jail for all that to happen. But at least he's getting back some sort of control over the circus. And he's also literally, which is very smart for someone that owes that much money to a club owner. Remember, the last time we checked, he was at 14 million. He owes that club owner. He's gonna, which is very smart, he's probably gonna have a bank account from Snapchat where he's been doing these Q&As, and that money's gonna pile up, just sit there until he gets out, and then he'll probably cash it out and put it wherever he puts his money at, or give it a Wack to manage. I don't know. But I'm just saying, he's going to get out and he's going to be back on his feet like he should. Allegedly they're saying that is I'm not going to say he's broke. I'm not going to say that because I'm quite sure he's doing better than the average bear. But he's definitely broke in the sense of when you owe more than you even owe. I mean, own which is $14 million, and I'm quite sure it's growing. He's got to work. He can't be out here playing mind games between Jaidyn, Chrisean Rock. That's not bringing no money in. You're not being no provider by, hey Nessie, you can't be no provider by being out here a grown man, almost 30 years old, pushing 30, and you ain't got nothing going on for yourself. Social media is where you make your money at. Don't get up here losing the focus. So I really think that it's good that he's got the focus going on while he's in jail, and it's keeping him in check. You only need 21 days to pick up a good or a bad habit. And I think being in jail and doing the Snapchat Q&As and whatever else he's going to put on Snapchat, I think that's going to kind of sort of put him in the right direction as far as, you know, doing what he needs to do and knowing that he's got to work. You know, if he's not going to rap and write songs and do shows and stuff like that, if he wants to be a producer of reality shows, if he thought that when he did that show, the Blueface Club or whatever, the Blue House Club, that he liked doing that better, he liked being in that position, getting that kind of money, he's got to, you know, he's got to get more mature. He got to tighten up the reins. He's got to act more mature. He's got to have that business mindset at all time, or he's gonna feel miserably. And all you're gonna keep hearing is that Blueface is in and out of jail because he's gonna start getting in trouble if he's not making money to pay that club owner back. It's not, you don't have the money to pay that man and nothing's gonna happen to you. If he does not have funds to pay that man because he's not working, he's too busy online trying to drag Chrisean's name and vice versa, he's going to lose the focus. He's going to not get to no bag, and everything's going to come crumbling down, because we already know when they both are at each other's neck, they both are focused on the love and the relationship and not the business aspect of it. You got to keep that separate in order to be successful on here. It's really hard to fall off. Yes, exactly. Needs to level up mentally. Exactly. You said that right, Erica. I couldn't have said it any better. He needs to level up mentally. That's the best word. I couldn't even think of like a word to even give it. But right, he has to level up mentally. If he does not level up, and I think sometimes God will take you away from people, places, and things. Matter of fact, well, God will take everything from you just as a test. And now he's going to give you that time to see what you're going to do with that. He has, when you're already down, it ain't no further you can go down. So his project, what he needs to be focused on is getting back up. Hey sis, also from Massachusetts, I always tune in when you are live. Oh, thank you, Erica. Thank you for your support system. You feel what I'm saying, Natasha? Yep, he ain't got no other choice, Nessie. He's got to level up mentally. I don't mean level up as in being immature at 27, up here starting fights with people like Soulja Boy, for an example, and ain't getting paid for it. That's just a waste of time. They're fake beefs. You're going back and forth as a grown man on the internet with somebody that you know you ain't gonna run into. They ain't trying to run into you, and ain't nothing gonna happen, and you ain't making no money. And the only side of the fence is making money at this time would be Soulja Boy. He's arguing with you because he got time on his hands. You arguing with him because Blueface, because you got time on your hands, but you ain't getting no money. That ain't making no sense. Chrisean kept him focused and grinding. They did well as a right. Now, see, that's why I said I hope that he gives her, Erica, the same energy she gave him. Because believe it or not, out of everybody that he didn't probably think was going to help him level up and bring him down avenues to make money right from jail was Chrisean Rock. So why get out and dog that girl out? And I think that even if he did have plans or intentions that weren't good for Chrisean Rock, I think that they've changed. This is a period of growth for him. Right, Nessie. That's what I'm saying. It's a period of growth. You said that right. You got that right. And he should take that as a blessing. Now, I don't mean a blessing as in, You know, every time he messes up, he want to go back to jail and be back in the same situation. Now that ain't smart. We supposed to learn from our mistakes and keep moving. We ain't supposed to keep making mistakes to learn from them, because all you're gonna do is have life pass you by. He can't put out the same thing, or he'll be back in the same. Yep. And not only that, I was also saying to myself, you know, and other people that don't really know who they are, but you know, we talk to people offline when you're not working or whatever. I talk to people, and you know, the fact of the matter still remains, and this goes for anybody. You know, you got to treat both of them women with respect, Jaidyn, Alexis, and Chrisean Rock, because they both have children from you. You're gonna have to co-parent. If you're not with Jaidyn, you got to co-parent. You're gonna have to co-parent. If you're not with Chrisean Rock, you're still gonna have to co-parent. You got to level up your mental, because you got to do it. And if you're not with neither one of them, if it don't work out with neither one of them, and you're with somebody totally different, you still got to level up your mental, because you have to co-parent now with two women that have children. One has two, and Chrisean has one. So you got to level up. You cannot remain the same person that we know of this person. He's got to change, you know. But I'm not staying on here too long. I will be going live today at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tonight. It's Friday. We can't miss that live. I have missed a few Friday lives, but I don't know what it is about the Friday lives, but I just love kicking it with y'all on Fridays, because I know a lot of y'all are hardworking sisters, and y'all be just wanting to just lay back. And I try to go at a time when I know you took care of your families, and we can all just sit and chat like you're in my living room, and we're drinking some wine and eating some good food, and we can just chuckle and laugh and talk and talk and talk. And sometimes I lose track of how long I've been on here. Sometimes the conversations be so great. It's a sis talks. It's a sis talk. Sends lots of love from London. Thank you so much, Leanne. Leanna, did I say your name right, sweetie? Says, I am so sorry, but I think he's back with Rock, because no, he can't make any money alone. Maybe so. Only time. How you doing, sweet, sexy Stacy? You might be right. We just gotta wait to July. He'll be getting out in July. You know, the first place he's gonna go to is right on social media. I know he's itching to get back. If he ain't never been itching this much to be on social media, to blow back up, I don't think he knew his worth. Even now that he was a one-hit wonder for a while with the music. But I think he took advantage of what he had when he was out. And he, especially before he turned himself in, he disappeared off of social media too. And I think he's saying to himself, I can't do that no more. I owe too much money. I got too much stuff I got to take care of. I got real bills to pay. And I got to get on my grind. I got to get my mental. I got to level up on with my mental and get it right. So he's got to do the right thing. Only one he's hurting at the end of the day is himself. When Blueface gets out, it shouldn't be no excuse why Chrisean Rock and Blueface are not front and center and present doing their thing and us seeing them shine. It says he knows the social media bag is real. Yep, he knows this. He was ready to sign with Ray J. Yep, Tronic Network. He knows it, but he knew it then too. But he was too busy trying to be cocky. I'm Blueface. What's that mean? This situation is just a business deal. Probably so, but we'll be able to find out if it's a business deal or a business, which I want it to be a dope relationship where it's love and business, and they're able to do both together, love each other and do business. That's what I want to see. But if they only can do one and not the other, I'm okay with that. I just don't want to see nobody get hurt in the process. That's it. At least if you walk away at least as friends, and you're able to co-parent. That's it. Don't walk away. Sometimes people walk away from relationships and they forget that they got families they made with these women, and they don't take care of their kids, and they run around with this girl and that girl, and she run around with this guy and that. That ain't how we do it. That's not trying to stop the generational curses by doing that. You still got to handle your business, even if it don't work out in a relationship. The kids, you shouldn't be cutting the kids off when the relationship's cut off. But listen, I'm about to get off of here. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. Again, I will be going live today at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be our Friday live. I guarantee you he will use that as an excuse to leave Chrisean and go back to Jaidyn. Just throwing it out there. Well, see, that's why yesterday when I did my live and I was bringing up how Chrisean needs to be very careful who she calls her friends, because we never know what recordings are being saved of things that people may have caught or assumed that Chrisean was doing when he was locked up that he could use against her. I know men in my real life that are like that. It don't matter what you do good for them. All they remember is the bad. And then when they get mad, that's what all they want to throw up in your face is the bad. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But I will be back on here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Make sure y'all hit that like button and share the video. Mwah.